It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is showtime. The Geno Jones Showtime. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Hey, Chicago, everybody on Central Time, 5:30. Live in Los Angeles. Everybody on the West Coast, Portland, Oregon, with my firstborn daughter, Lauren Shiana Hill Vaughn, and my son-in-law, Jonathan, in Brooklyn, the Bulldog, from Portland to Seattle. Everybody on the West Side, 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. So tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, screen grab, rip some of the video, make it go viral, chop it up, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Click on that thumbs up. Like this and every episode. Binge watch all my back episodes. And please leave your comments in the comments section below. Do I need to unfasten this top button? Let's do this live on camera. I'm doing wardrobe. See, I'm my own wardrobe person too. Wardrobe! All right, I don't know. Do I like it better? What about, do you guys like it better? In the chat room, let me know. Hey, who's that? Hey, Rosalind, how are you? All right, I didn't mean to hit the button there. Let me on microphone. All right, I'm doing my wardrobe. Even I got my wardrobe consultant, Allie Jones. She is tied up right now, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the show, along with Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist. So once again, I want to shout out Dr. Greg Carr and Lamont King, that Sirius XM Urban View. Shout out to Karen Hunter and just the whole Urban View. My man Clay Kane had like a real fiery conversation and debate with this guy named Alan Orr, who's an immigration lawyer, on Monday, on today. Larry Daniel Favors and the whole Urban View crew. Dr. Carr gave me I called in on Thursday to join the conversation, and they let me shout out this TV show on my YouTube channel. And like the next day, I got like 70 new subscribers. So I'm about 170 new subscribers away from becoming a YouTube partner. That means that my media company and the show will get a check every month from YouTube. So please spread the word. Subscribe and share and like and binge watch all my back episodes. And if you'd like to support the show financially, it is so important that we support Black-owned media. So you can cash at me, you can Zelle the show directly to my business account, my company, Geno Media account. So you can go Zelle, Geno Jones. That's how you spell it. Then type in 843. You got that? Geno Jones. Type in 843. You can cash at me, $Dad, capital D, lowercase AD, capital G, capital J, ONES. That's $Dad G Jones, all one word. Shout out to Boogie, my daughter. Hey, look at it. Thank you, Rosalind. She said, looks fine. Looks fine. Button like that. Okay, I'll leave a button. Thank you, Rosalind, and everybody else watching me live. So I hope everybody had a great weekend. That's what Palm Sunday was Sunday. If you watched me live yesterday, so I guess we're going into the Easter weekend, Good Friday, this Friday. Our hockey team, our local hockey team, it's a minor league team. I think it's a minor league team to the Washington Capitals in the NHL. The South Carolina Stingrays. Let's go Rays! So they got 2 home playoff games this weekend. Your man is going to be the MC for both games, Friday night and Saturday night. So and the NBA playoffs are going to start pretty soon. Actually, the play-in games start on Tuesday. So I just thought I would mention all of that. Speaking of sports, somewhat, kind of, sort of. And I shouldn't give this oxygen, but I'm doing it because, one of the many pitfalls and bad things that have come out of the felon, the man who was found liable for sexual assault in a civil trial with E. Jean Carroll, Orange Hitler, Donald J. for jackass, not Jesus, even that's what he thinks. Donald Jackass Trump. Like anybody, literally everybody and anybody think they can be president. Because the bar is lowered now. You can literally be a convicted felon. Before, there were many jobs you could not even apply for. They had that checked up. If you are a felon, check the box. And if you check the box, they threw your application away. This dude is a convicted felon. I digress. You all know that. But so Stephen A. Smith, who in multiple times he's chosen the culture. He's chosen the check over the culture. Yes, he's chosen the check over the culture. So this whole thing about, he's been talking about, well, you know, so many people in the Democratic Party, so many people are just begging me, they want me to run. So he's on, and to like the corporate news media, like all these Sunday shows, okay, because he's got a big audience on ESPN. This is about clicks. This is about clicks on social media, because even the corporate news outlets, they have digital platforms, they have websites, so they want to get the clicks and the algorithms so they can get the ad dollars on their digital platforms. I know the game, I'm in the game. But you all, y'all need to put me on the damn show. And Stephen A., like this, yesterday talking about, well, you know, so many people want me to run. Yo, Stephen A., listen, I celebrate your success, brother. I'm happy for you. You got your bag. I do not begrudge that. You do you. You got your bag. You've chosen the bag to check over the culture, and I've called you out about that on my show. But you can sleep good with it at night. So if you can, I can sleep good just knowing that you chose to check over the culture. All right? That's it. I don't mess with you any other way. You know, you was messing around with LeBron, and LeBron stepped to you because this whole thing about going at LeBron like your man Skip Bayless did, but you kind of went, went through his son, which was, and you got kids. I think you got daughters. I don't think you have a son. But even if you did, even your daughter, it's like, come on, man. That wasn't cool. Because it wasn't solely about basketball. It was personal. It was like, well, I don't blame Bronny, but his daddy shouldn't have put him in the situation. What? To be able to pursue his dream and play in the NBA. The kid went to the G League and he balled out and he played well. I guarantee you, Stephen A., if your daughters have any semblance of talent, and if you are still around, if you've got a chance to in any way make a phone call or at least open a door or influence your daughters getting a shot to at least show the skills they have, you would do it. And if you didn't, you would be less than a father. I'm just giving it to you straight, no chaser, like you claim to do. So, but anyway, but this whole thing about Stephen A. Smith says, well, it looks like I'm going to be forced to run. Nobody wants you to run to be the president of the United States. Nobody. You really don't want to do it. Because you got a snowball's hell and chance. Just stop it. Just like everybody that thinks they can come on First Take and debate you and argue with you and win a debate, you put in the work. You put in the hours to be able to know how to do this on camera and know what sells and what gets attention and what gets clicks and likes, you and Skip Bayless. So, but I love to, as a matter of fact, we can have a debate. You can come on my show and I'll debate you and then I'll go on First Take. And I'm not doing it for the clout. I'm good, dude. I am good. I am happy in my universe. I got the game where I can compete on any level, but this whole thing about that everybody, people want you. I'm paraphrasing. Like I guess I'm gonna be forced to run because everybody wants me to run. So many people, so many Democrats, so many people in the Democratic Party, paraphrasing. They want me to run. No. And if anybody's telling you that, they are lying to your ass. They are gaslighting you. They are bullshitting you. They are hoodwinking you. You're being hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. They are engaging in skullduggery. Google it. Look it up. Chicanery. Nefarious behavior. Like all those big words you like to use. But I'll break it down for the barbershop. It's just bullshit. Nobody wants you to run. And you would never make it out of, you would never make it out of a Democratic primary. I would run for president against your ass. And I don't want any parts of that job. So just stop lying to people. Because people caught you in a lie about LeBron. You lied and said LeBron wasn't at Kobe's funeral. He was. He was just sitting there minding his own damn business. Because it wasn't about him. Like he said, he didn't want to draw attention to Diana Taurasi, WNBA legend, played at UConn, won championships. Diana Taurasi, she named Shaq LeBron. She's the one that pointed it out. And then all these people went back and looked at video and saw LeBron actually at Kobe's funeral after you lied and said that he wasn't there. So, man, your credibility is like taking a nosedive. It is crashing and burning. Yeah, I mean, you still got some viewers, but it's like, but the culture and the community, because a lot of folks in the community, a lot of folks in the culture wasn't effing with you to begin with. And I don't root against you, man, but come on, game recognized game and bullshit. Come on. You know, black folks can spot and smell bull. Black folks, they know bullshit when they see it. When they see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, they know it. Nobody. The Democrats really want me to run. I guess I'm gonna be forced to run. No, they can't force you to do anything. Do yourself a favor. All right? Sit this one out. Sit down, stay on that first take set. To paraphrase a statement that was it Laura Ingraham with her racist ass over at Fox said to LeBron, stick to sports. No, not LeBron. You need to stick to sports, Stephen A. With this trying to play both sides against the middle. You like taking Charlemagne to a whole nother level with this. Just anybody thinks that they can actually run for president because of Orange Hitler. He has not just lowered the bar, he is it ain't no bar no more. Like I said, you can be a convicted felon, you can be found liable of sexual assault in a civil trial and have all kind of allegations about you hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein on his island. Jeffrey Epstein was the guy that allegedly had all the underage women on his island and, pedophile and allegedly hung himself in prison. Come on, dude. So that orange asshole that's damn near 80, out of shape, because that's really it's really a reflection on America, collectively, not individually. 92% of black women, 80% of black men voted for humanity and empathy and compassion and decency and humanity. Even though now people say empathy, this MAGA cult and especially these bigoted billionaires, empathy is a weakness. And then you got some of these fake ass, especially on Easter week, with this remixed version of Christianity. These white Christian nationals call themselves a Christian, and ain't nothing Christian about them with their bigotry and hatred. Oh yeah, I'm calling you out because there's nothing Jesus-like if you support bigotry and hate and misogyny and sexism and harming the poor, the least of these. Y'all know the phrase, how you treat the least among us, you do unto me. I'm paraphrasing. That's not the exact quote, So don't waste your time, or do waste your time, because I know that's not the verbatim quote. That is the gist of the Bible verse. How you treat the least of these, or least among us, is how you treat me. That is the essence of that Bible verse. Like the Matthew 23 version about helping the poor and the sick and those downtrodden. What did Jesus? The money changers came in there, flipped the table over. That would be the billionaires. So for all you fake Christians who call yourself, well, I'm a white Christian nationalist. No, you just a racist, and you're using Christianity to give your racism a pass. You somehow feel that, oh, this version of Christianity, it says it's okay to be a racist because our Christianity says that our Lord and Savior is blonde hair and blue eyed. You don't even say that in that remixed Bible. Hair like wool, feet like color of bronze. Come on, y'all. Just stop it. So anyway, I digress. So Stephen A., nobody wants you to run, dude. Sit down, stick to sports. Stay on First Take. They paying you, what, $10 million a year to do that? Dude, you got your bag. All right? So now, let's get to Shaquille O'Neal. I'm not surprised. So I think it was over the weekend, there was a UFC Ultimate Fighting Challenge. The MMA fighters. They had, I guess there was a match somewhere. And Orange Hitler, who was the most punk ass, bitch ass, probably ain't never been in a fight. Probably couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. He probably never been in no kind of scrape at all, no kind of fight, nowhere in his life. He just looked like the dude just ain't never. He couldn't ball his fist up if he wanted to. No kind of fight, but he hanging out. Oh, and they're tough. I saw some videotapes. They're tough. Those fighters are tough. I'm talking to reporters at 2:15 in the morning, and would Joe Biden do that? No, Joe Biden would be asleep. Like most people with some damn sense. Your insomnia ass from drinking all them damn Diet Cokes. That's why your ass is up tweeting on that bootleg version of Twitter that you have for a digital platform, Truth Social, non-truth. Instead of calling it Truth Social, they should call it Straight Lies. How about that? Straight Lies. Truth Social. No, Straight Lies. But I digress. So Shaq is at this UFC fight, Orange Hitler, and then all of a sudden you see Shaq walks over and then bends over like this. I'm like, come on, Superman. You Superman. You talk about Dwight Howard. He can't be Superman because I'm Superman. Superman would never at all bend the knee to a dictator. Shaq, I know you are multi-millionaire, and I know that these tax cuts that the MAGA cult want to ram through, and they want so you cool with getting a tax cut, but probably somebody in your family who collects Social Security. Now, your mom is going to be good because her son is a multi-millionaire. So people who are watching me now whose mother or grandmother is on Social Security or Medicare, or you got some families, a child or an adult who is disabled who gets their health care through Medicare, through Medicaid, or a senior that gets their health care and health insurance through Medicare. Medicaid basically is insurance for children and young people and those with disabilities, even some adults. Medicare is basically health care for, the elderly or seniors, those 65. I think you can get Social Security, I think as early as 62 now, something like that. So take all that money, cancel it out. People who literally, the only income they get is Social Security. You okay with them losing their money that they paid into because it's their money? Social Security and Medicare is like your money. People work all their life. If they took out FICA in your check, that's Social Security taxes and taxes for Medicaid, for Medicare also. So you okay with people who have paid, this is their money all their life, now take their money and give it to a multi-millionaire like Shaq, or to a billionaire like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos at Amazon, or Mark Zuckerberg at Meta, Facebook, and Instagram. So Shaq, really, dude? Come on, Shaq, you Superman. You Superman. I was a Superman fan. I mean, all from the original dude that committed suicide, I think with George Reeves, and then Christopher Reeves, and all the folks that played Superman, and then all the DC comics. I'd never seen no version with the other dude, Cavill. I ain't never seen them bend over to it and bend the knee to a dictator. Come on, Shaq. Really? And I know you have a sense of empathy and compassion and humanity. I know for a fact you've been giving away like Shaq Claus. You've been doing it. Shaq's been giving, like every Christmas, he gives away thousands and thousands of dollars in toys and gifts to underprivileged children in LA. He's been doing this for decades. So he has a benevolent spirit. His mother, I mean, what'd your mother say, Shaq? Miss O'Neill. Shout out to Mama O'Neill. I'm sure you got a call from Miss O'Neill. Because I will guarantee you that Miss O'Neill, she ain't effing with Donald Trump. She like, yeah, you grown, boy, you do what you want to do. But what the hell was that over there with you talking with Donald Trump? What the hell was wrong with you? I guarantee you, Mama O'Neill was like, and if your dad, Mr. Harrison, remember, oh boy, the man who you was bending the knee, bending over, and he patting you on the back like you a good docile Negro. But you Superman. And you clowned Dwight Howard. Said, well, no, you ain't really Superman. I'm Dwight Howard. Well, no, I won't say it because it wouldn't pay. I wouldn't put it past Dwight Howard either. But come on, Shaq, really, dude? But listen, come on, from Kanye, 50 Cent, Snoop, Nelly, Soulja Boy, some of these rappers, all skin folk ain't kinfolk, especially when it comes to money. All right, they'll sell you out. Stick what James Brown said, sold them out for sticks and chains and sell you out. Sell you out. Now, I would expect Bill Maher, because Bill Maher has been on some bullshit for a while. Full disclosure, I used to be a fan of Bill Maher. He's a comedian. He's been doing his show Real Time with Bill Maher on HBO. But, I started pulling back from Bill Maher because he really kind of showed himself with his this Islamophobia and his anti-Islamic hate, because he really showed his racism toward people who were Muslim. Like I'm paraphrasing, like every Muslim, all Muslims are terrorists and blah, blah, blah. You forgot about like all the wars, the crusades that the Christians took part of in all the countries that Christians were part of colonizing and invading and coming in and colonizing, murdering. Man, just Google the Christian Crusades. Man, please, miss me. Talking about what, about Muslim, they have always been people of all religious backgrounds, as I just step off camera for a second, who have perverted religion, be it Christianity, Islam, Judaism. Look at Bibi Netanyahu, even though he don't really, I don't know how much of a man of faith he is, but the number one reason, if you study history at all, the number one reason for wars has been centered around religious differences. People have used religion to persecute, to execute, to murder, and to oppress people for centuries. So miss me with the religion. Humans have fucked up religion collectively. I'm sorry, I said it and I meant it. And I apologize for the language only because my mother's watching, but I meant it. Humans have screwed up religion. Because religion that's just a remix version of Christianity. You're this remix King James version of the Bible. People have always cherry-picked. People use the Christian Bible here in America to oppress our African ancestors, to oppress black people, to murder, to engage in genocide, the genocide of the Native American people. So miss me with that. Yes, some people have used religion for good, but too many people have used religion to oppress and murder and to do harm to other people because they don't worship the same God. Like, really? I don't know, nobody's God. From Jesus, Jehovah, Abraham, Muhammad, whatever name you may have, Yahweh, because God is about love. So if your religion is not centered about love and a sense of humanity and a love of your fellow man and womankind, humankind. So don't on this Easter week, don't come to me, don't tell me about your religion. Show me by how you treat people. Do you treat people the way Jesus did in the Bible? Is your form of Christianity the Matthew 23 version? Basically, helping the poor, the sick, the shut in, those, the least of these, lifting up those people. So don't tell me about your religion. Show me in how you treat people the way God treated people and the way Jesus actually treated people in that same remix version of the Bible. Don't say nothing. Don't say shit. I don't want to hear about your religion. I want to see your religion in action in how you treat people. Otherwise, miss me. Stop talking. Don't want to hear it. Anyway, I digress. So Bill Maher, who went, comedian, you see him on CNN, who was, he went hard for Trump, especially in the mid 2010s, 2015, leading up to the 2016 election. And he was right. And a lot of kids, Trump is never going to leave. Bill Maher was right, but he began to sound more and more. And then, he had a hard on about, America's too woke and the Democrats are going to lose because of this woke nonsense. Well, what does woke mean, Bill Maher? Woke means that people speak out against. Being woke is to not be a bigot or misogynist or racist or sexist or anti-Islamic, bigoted toward Muslims, or anti-Semitic or anti-black or anti-Asian or homophobic, transphobic, any of that. Woke just means to be awoke. Y'all don't even know where the term came from. Our ancestors here in America, black folks, used the term woke right during the whole segregated era of segregation. during Jim Crow, to be awoke. Be awoke. Look out for the Klan. Be awoke of your surroundings. That's what being woke meant, to open your eyes, to be aware of what's really happening. And you racists try to remix it and distort it, and you jump on it. Just because you get criticized for saying some racist, misogynist, sexist, bigoted bullshit, and you're feeling, oh, you're too woke because, oh, you're too sensitive. Now, let me come for you or your ethnicity, your ethnic group, your nationality, your background. You be all in your feelings. So, but you want to be able to just, under the guise of humor, you want to talk shit about my background and my heritage, but if somebody come for yours, then you would be woke and in your feelings. Oh, well, that's a racist thing to say. So you can't have it both ways. So I stopped messing with Bill Maher a long time ago. So to see him go to the White House and, well, you know, the guy that I thought I was going to see, this is Bill Maher. He was nothing like that, and he listened to me, and I'm paraphrasing. I had a better conversation with him than I did with either Barack Obama or Bill Clinton. But, that says everything I need to know about you, Bill Maher. Don't say anything about Barack or Bill Clinton. It's just confirmation that you were the bigot. You were just cosplaying, playing a game, and just because you dated and had sex with a couple black women, dated some strippers, black strippers, you thought you got a black card. Man, we really ain't never effed with you. Because most of us could see through you anyway with your little fake sawed off ass. So I'm not upset at all. I'm not surprised. Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, believe them. So Bill Maher has shown us who he was. And Shaq is too. When it comes to money, Shaq, Stephen A., Snoop, choosing the check over the culture. And I've told you all, if I got to choose between my culture and my community and the check, I'm going to be right here 10 toes down. Because I've had the opportunity to do that. With this show, choose a check over the culture. Not coming on the show with them lies and with that MAGA bullshit. You're not coming on here with the bigotry and the racism and the misogyny and sexism and trying to gaslight, which means, telling me that what I see, that I'm not seeing. Oh, no, that's not racism. No, that's not, this behavior. No, don't gaslight me. I know what I see. I know what I hear. And I know bigotry, and I know racism, hatred, misogyny, and sexism when I hear it and see it. I'm not stupid, and don't insult my intelligence, because then you're really going to have a problem. So miss me with all that. All right. Hey, Rosalind, and hello to my mother, my number one fan. All right. Hey, listen, thank you, everybody, for watching. Anybody else watching? Well, I know I got a lot of other folks watching. I know I got some new viewers, too. Jump in my chat room real quick before I sign off so I can give you a shout-out. One of my radio listeners, I can't remember her name. It's Terry. Terry, you watching the show? Because I told you I was going to give you a big shout-out. I think she's a teacher, and she's got a video on YouTube. So Southern Soul is like really big across the nation. And there's this artist, this song called Boots on the Ground. It's got 803 Fresh. So he is an artist from South Carolina. 803 is the area code for Columbia, South Carolina. We're 843 in Charleston. Columbia, South Carolina is 803. So 803 Fresh, Boots on the Ground. Where them fans at? So now the big craze is you see people with these like giant, look like these fans, the old Japanese fans that would expand and contract that you could fold in and out. And they got these big ones that go like pop, pop, you pop them. Like, so folks are doing a line dance and doing a little step, boom, 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 pop, boom, 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 pop. Where them fans at? Pop. Where them fans at? Pop. So you got that going on. So she did a group of her young people in her school they were doing a line dance to the what boots on the ground line dance. I'm assuming they had the fans too. So Terry, I don't know if you're watching. If you are, jump in the chat room. Just type in and say, "Hey, Geno, this is Terry," and she's got a video. Give me the name of. I'm sure maybe she'll reach out one day this week because I told her I was going to shout out her school and her class and her students and let everybody know because she said the video is on YouTube. So maybe you can just do a search on YouTube. Boots on the ground, line dance, children, South Carolina school. And I'm sure it'll come up that way. Just do a quick search. All right, listen, thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. You and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Chicago, 3:30 p.m. live in Los Angeles. Once again, I want to shout out all those who have supported the show. I'm less than about 170 new subscribers away from becoming a YouTube partner. That means my media company will get a monthly check from YouTube. So continue to spread the word to subscribe to my channel. Once again, big shout out to Dr. Greg Carr and Lamont King and on Sirius XM, the Urban View Channel 126, who gave me a big shout out when I called in their show last Thursday. And I woke up, I was shocked. I woke up in the morning, I had like 70 new subscribers overnight. I was like, wow, where did that come from? I said, oh, wow, that's right. I was on a Dr. Carr, shouted out, told me to tell everybody, the name of my channel and where they can find me. So big shout out to you, Dr. Carr. I really appreciate you and Lamont. And Karen Hunter, my fellow Taurian sister. She's an April Taurus. I'm a May Taurus. But she is my Taurian sister. And she's done an amazing thing with the Urban View channel, kind of taking the mantle from the late brother Joe Madison. So shout out to you, Karen Hunter. You are my girl. I love all the energy because she got that Taurus energy. She said, supposedly, yes, Taurus men and Taurus women. Sometimes maybe the April Taurians are a little different. Like April women who are April Taurians may be a little different than May Taurians. But, we still got that energy, and you'll still get gored. You mess around if you want to. We got them horns. Now, we don't start fights, but we finish them. My grandfather said, Genie, never start a fight, always finish it. Don't start it, but end it. So we will end it. So Karen Hunter she got that energy, boy. She definitely got that. I'm not gonna start it, but I will end it. So I can only laugh. I have to laugh a lot of times when I see her when I hear her going in on people. She's got her own YouTube channel. So shout out to you, my sister. Nothing but love for you, nothing but love to you, because you would definitely do your thing. But it's funny, listen, sometimes, because she was on one today, and it was funny, because I know, I could hear, I'm like, okay, they triggered that Taurus in her. Because sometimes we just don't have the patience. I think that might be a trait of Taurians. We are not the most patient people always. We extend grace. And we are, like my girl Christy, who was my guest co-host. It was a great episode Friday. Earth sign. So we like things to be calm and cool and stable. Because, if you hit that tripwire, like I said, them horns, that bull, you will get gored. But we don't look for confrontation. We don't. We just don't. We will try to avoid it. But do not back a Taurus in a corner. It's not going to end well for you. Just don't do that. So anyway, once again, tell everybody to subscribe to the channel. Shout out to those who've been reaching out to me who want to support my media company and financially support the show. You can Zelle me. You can, if you want to make a contribution, love offering, whatever you want to call it. If you just love the show and the platform and what it stands for and the message and just everything, just the humor that we use to educate, to enlighten, to empower, to inspire, to uplift, and to speak truth to power. You can support the show financially, individually, or you can be a sponsor of the show. Now, you can make a one-time donation. You can make a donation on a recurring basis. You can Zelle me, Geno Jones. That's how you spell my Geno Jones. And then type in the number 843. That's at Zelle, Geno Jones. Then type in the number 843 at Zelle. You can financially support the show. You can make a contribution to the show and to my media company. That way, via Zelle or Cash App. You can type in the Cash App address is $Dad G Jones. That's all one word. $capital D, lowercase a d, capital G, capital J O N E S. $capital D, lowercase a d, capital G, capital J, lowercase O N E S. $Dad G Jones. Cash App, Zelle, Geno Jones, and then type in the number 843. Shout out to Mrs. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram, on IG, Kelby Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. We mentioned Allie Jones. She is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her and her Lexi Jones collection out, LX. That's L like Lexi, X.N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi _ LX.NCL_. Big shout out to Bruce Gage. This leather shirt, it's not a jacket, it's a shirt. See, we got the collar button up. It is part of the Mario Uomo collection. So check out Mario Uomo on Instagram. Mr. Bruce Gage, the Mario Uomo collection, Mario. Uomo is spelled with a U. It's an Italian surname. So that would be Uomo. 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 Mario Uomo. Or Bruce Gage on Facebook. And you can check out the Mario Uomo collection. All right, let me see there. I'm just reading. Thank you, Mother. I love you. My mom is posting. She's just encouraging those to support the show and my media company, encouraging everybody to support what we're doing financially so we can continue, we can grow the company, and we can employ people and empower others. And as I will continue to have a platform for those who speak truth to power, and just a home for the culture and for the community, and a platform for compassion and empathy and humanity, for all of humanity, period, full stop. Because at the end of the day, we are all part of one race. Even the MAGA cult that don't get it, because they identify with the demon side, you know, with the evil, bigoted, sexist, misogynist, racist Satan side, but we are all part of the human race. Unfortunately, some people believe that having humanity, having that in common is a weakness, that empathy is a weakness. Literally, someone released a book in March called The Sin of Empathy. And Bill, not Bill, he probably feels the same way too. Elon Musk, the muskrat, talks about how empathy, and people talk about that Christians have become too much, they've become too empathetic. That Christians have allowed empathy to somehow hurt and weaken and destroy Christianity because Christians are too empathetic. Really? That's the problem. Not the hatred and the bigotry and the bombing of innocent people and the racism and the misogyny and the sexism and the lies and deceit and violence. That's not the problem. Empathy is the problem. You and anybody that feels that, if you feel that empathy is a problem, empathy is not the problem. Your ass, you are the problem. But we're going to pray for you anyway. All right, let me get out of here, everybody. I love you. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Hello, Chicago Central Time. We'll see you Tuesday, 5:30, live in Los Angeles on the West Coast, up in Portland, Oregon. Boogie Daddy will be on live in the afternoon. You'll be at work 3:30 p.m. You and Jonathan, Brooklyn the Bulldog. Well, she'll be at home, Boogie. All right, I love you, everybody. If you missed any of this episode, go back and binge watch it once again. Financially, you can support the show, the Geno Jones Show, via Zelle, Geno Jones 843. Just type in not even show. Just type in Geno Jones. Go to Zelle. Type in Geno Jones, the number 843, or you can Cash App $ Dad G Jones, all one word. Cash App $ capital D, lowercase A-D, capital G, capital J-O-N-E-S, $ Dad G Jones. That's on Cash App, all one word. Thank you in advance for your financial support of the show and my media company and this platform, so we can continue to speak truth to power. And I'll be speaking to you live Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.